What's up, folks? Cheers to you. I have a drink around here somewhere. It's probably going to sound a little bit funny because I'm using this desktop microphone. Because I'm using my microphone stand to hold the camera. One of them. I don't know why it keeps going in and out like that though. Keeps wanting to refocus for some reason. I hope it doesn't do that all the time. Yeah, it sounds a little weird, doesn't it? Check, check. It's had some mid-range to it. Check, check. It's really thin. I'm just going to have to ignore it because check, check, check. Test 1, 2, motherfuckers. All right, that's a little better. I had too much mid-range. It still sounds all echoey and funny, but that's the way it is. So I'm just going to ramble and maybe catch a comment or two from you guys and yap with you. Oh, the link I shared is Ben Franklin is on the Hundu. I don't know what that means. I know who I think if you're talking about the Ben Franklin, I don't know what Hundu is. Now you got me curious. Now I have to look. And my keyboard's way out of reach. Oh. Yeah, he is on the Hundu. Ben Franklin is on the Hundu. Yeah. I know. I think if Trump, I probably think I already got rid of my Trump dollar. My Trump bill, I should say. We'll see if I kept it. Kept it. But I thought it was kind of funny, but I guess I'm easily entertained because of inflation and fucking Trump's overinflated money loving ego. I figured if he did somehow get Congress to put him on some sort of currency, what do we have? What do we still have out there? $500 bills, $1,000 bills? I mean, I know that they're not normally in circulation, but like, anyway, I remember as a kid in the early 80s when we'd go camp traveling with my grandparents. Going to the bank one time, Grandpa drew out a shit ton of fucking cash and he had some big ass bills. And draw some hundreds. I've been putting this off of doing it live because I never know how shit's gonna turn out, but like I've really been in the I've been in the flow lately. These are this is cardstock. This one's probably like 2 by 5, 5.5. This one is probably like 2.5 by 10 or 12. It's pretty long. I'm gonna end up making a slideshow and posting this shit on my art channel. But I'm trying to film them too when I'm doing them so I can over on that channel do some fucking long ass live streams just after I have a bunch of these videos built up. Just loop them. These are what my my bite size or fun size candy bars come on. Oh, there's a little piece on the back of that one. I may have a few more of these somewhere else. If any of you guys are into art at all, I don't know, maybe you've heard of Peter Draws. I've been watching, he was one of the first people I subscribed to on YouTube. All just kind of random shit. Just, I was going to title the stream Intuitive Pen and Ink, but well, I got to get my music going. So the link that I posted is the music I'm listening to, because I can't play it for you guys. Put a Mile World Music. So I'm just going to start throwing down some shapes and see what happens. I may be changing pens before too long though. One of these that I have by me are dying. I can't speak or understand French, but I love Putumayo world music. It's always cool stuff. Most of it I can't understand the lyrics. Hopefully I'll stay within the camera frame. The only thing I hate is that I do have to spin my piece a lot. Gotta have some good jams though while I'm drawing. I mean, I could just, you guys know me, I could just fucking yap non-stop, just fucking like Trump style. Just random, random yapping. I hope this is going to be close enough, but yeah. Jim, did anything exciting happen today? I seen that Holy shit, that's fucking loud through my headphones, I swear. I seen there were protests this morning in DC, and the Trump regime. It was the theme was impeach, convict, and remove. I've been saying it for a while. It's about time. It's been nice finally hearing somebody else fucking go on about it. I mean, I'm not into I'm not a fan of impeaching Trump if we don't have the votes ultimately in the Senate, to be honest with you. I mean, if it's good, I mean, if it's going to be close, I don't know. Whatever backroom conversations they have with that the Dems and Republicans have. I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not sure Trump should have been impeached. I mean, he should have been impeached the first time. Now, obviously, right? Just because we know what an. I mean, his quid pro quo with Ukraine back then seems like fucking nothing, right? Compared to everything else like January 6th and all the other insane shit. Who knows? It's such a crazy time. I mean, I suppose it's possible that like the Republicans, enough of them, or the right ones, seriously, like anything's possible. JD Vance, but you have to wonder if Vance would feel like if he starts, if he has anything to do, it'd be it. It'd have to be all in, right? He wouldn't be able to just start questioning Trump or, you know, avoiding questions like Mike Johnson has done recently because Trump's such a fuck, like with the threatening elected officials and military folks with capital punishment. But maybe Vance would think that that would hurt him because he's part of that fucking lunatic. I mean, it should hurt him. He's fucking, it's not like it's a mystery that Trump is a fuck up. It's it's pretty scary though, honestly, at the end of the day, even once we get this shit cleaned up, it's like, holy fuck, we have, it's almost like it's all too possible for people with money to have enough. I mean, how long will how long will our military continue to hold up the way it has? Like in the future, will will it always resist these people like Trump who want to use it illegally and to take over the fucking country and democracy? Kaz and Laura and Bill, what's up, folks? A Bear, cheers to you too, sister. What are you guys up to? I need to have I need to get get Siri reading you guys' reading chat. The chat comments to me, but I haven't figured out it's not great at it. So it says everybody's name and then there's it's not great with hesitate pauses and all that shit. So it gets a little muddy. You guys don't have nothing going. You should listen to, if you need if you're in need of something to listen to besides me, you should click on the Putumayo link. Yeah, I've been itching to get some content together for this stuff, for the TV2 art channel. And so, even though there's so much crap going on, there's always plenty of politics shit to talk about. And you guys know I love that, but I thought this would be a good excuse that I need to get some content together, like hours of it, to avoid politics for a little bit. Even though stream title says fluid topic, so I figured we'd talk about it anyway. Like I said, I could just sit here and ramble. No problem at all. But I don't want to just I can't read comments often or I won't be drawing. Jesse Wells, the musician. First started drawing at like 18, which is pretty old, right? I think it's kind of late. I started out doing pen and ink, and so there's no, I mean, everything you made, I was going to say there's no mistakes, which isn't true. Just all the mistakes stayed. They stayed or you hit them. But I've kind of gotten out. I haven't done any, like full, I used to draw a lot of just like fucking psychedelic landscapes. So I haven't really done anything where I've had to worry about shit looking, you know, at least two-dimensional. I do need, I love these, this is a Sharpie, it just says pen, but I thought they were, oh, fine. Well, this one says fine point too, but we know that's bullshit. Well, that's a marker. Maybe that's the difference. But I think it's 0.5 millimeters, microns. Sharpies are great. But I need one in between those two. I don't have them anymore. which there is. I mean, they make them. And I need to get some more foul ink, because this thing is actually pretty fun to draw with as well, especially doing fine, really tight lines, right? But the felt tip pens are super cool. Just amazingly cheap and work incredibly well for this kind of art. Yeah, so the DC protests were pretty into were pretty riled up. I mean, not like there was no clashes that I seen anyways this morning, but I probably got the heck out of chats at like, I don't know, 11 o'clock this morning or something. And it's always fun, like just skipping all over the place. I could use a pad, like, I don't know about that one for this stuff. I do a lot of going over the same lines quite a bit to get them thick as I want, or sharp enough. Peter Draws says, gotta not think about it though, what you're doing. And though I agree, it's nearly impossible for me. Not that it doesn't help, but it takes a long fucking time for these pictures to develop any character too. If they do, it takes a while. I'm sure I'll be at this one for a while. I'd like to be able to get it done in one stream. They're not that big. But you can see it's 5.5, 6 inches. Yeah, 5.5 inches by 2 3/4. So they're small. Oh, Bill, did you see that? I know Laura probably likes him too. Dropkick Murphy played at the rally in DC today. Is it Dropkick Murphy or Dropkick Murphys? The singer for a band that was, I mean, Billy, my partner, he was older than everybody, no matter where they were in the scene. But, and I was the same age as most of the fellas in that band. But the singer for a band that kind of took us under their wing, I guess, they gave us a chance to open for them a lot. We called ourselves Compulsive Disorders with an S, and he talked me into dropping the S, so it was just singular. I'm glad I did that. Not that it was a big deal. Nobody's heard of Compulsive Disorder as a band. My computer's working like a motherfucker again, but I took it apart today and oh, what did I pull out? Whatever it is, the fucking processor and cleaned all that. I've never gotten into a computer and cleaned it with alcohol. Like you can just wipe down everything. I seen a dude taking out the fucking CPU and GPU boards, right? That just clip in there and fucking starts dipping a toothbrush in alcohol and just sitting there scrubbing on it. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? There's no way I'm doing that. There's no fucking way. But I did. I got in there with cotton swabs and cotton balls and Q-tips or whatever with alcohol. You got to use 90 plus percent or 91%. I think the shit we got's 93%. But man, it melts the stuff right away. Bill says the Dropkick Murphys with an S is the only part of that protest he's seen. Those guys are cool. I wouldn't be able to listen to them like honestly, like if I was partying, I wouldn't be able to listen to them forever and ever. There is something about the fucking folk songs and especially the Irish folk songs, right? I don't know that I'm sure those guys have done plenty of folk tunes or traditional Irish tunes. I mean, I know they write their own shit and whatever, but that's a fucking blast. Like, I was never into country music. I always liked a little bit of bluegrass because of the speed of the shit and the minor note sometimes, and it always sounded a little bit dark. So I like some acoustic jams. Maybe that's why I like some of the folk tunes. I just can't handle slow shit. I was gonna say, I was gonna start ripping off at the fucking hippie folk singers like Joan Baez and Bob Dylan. Do 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 do. I wish I could play the music that I'm listening to along with the stream. And my fucking eyes are terrible. You guys can see I'm wearing my reading glasses. As I told you, I always do this when I'm drawing. But they just start losing focus after a while. I don't know if I move my head in and out. I kind of need to have my desk a little higher instead of shoving my face down in there. Hi, David. David's here, you guys. David, what's on your mind? Did you bring beer? It's laying down lines, you know? Laying down lines is better than doing lines when you get to be an old fuck. Cocaine was fun though, wasn't it, you guys? For a minute. Cocaine is fun until it isn't. It's a goddamn riot until it isn't. That's why it's always funny when I first started going in the White House chat and the chuds would call me a crackhead or whatever. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure crackheads fucking sit in some dark fucking place and don't, even though my background's always dark, they don't really talk to people, I don't think. I don't think being on camera and yapping to folks is something crackheads do. I don't know. Well, I mean, I have known some, unfortunately. They weren't at their most social, socialist, socially selves when they were all hooked up on that shit. That's for damn sure. I was saying, cocaine was fun until it wasn't. When you got to the point where all you wanted to do was more cocaine, then that's when it wasn't fun. Even though sometimes it took a while to realize that. I love being completely fucking paranoid, not having eaten or slept for 3 days. Can't wait to do it again. This is a pretty good riff here. Some West Coast First Nations art. Oh, tribal shit, yeah. Some of this, like, certain, I mean, I never really, like, got into flames, but I always got into, I have that same kind of style that I used to use for the leaves of my, roses. Almost thought about putting a rose on here. Yeah, it's kind of tribalish, right? Tribal art. I like that stuff, but God, so many people started getting like just, it's cool as hell. I love patterns, obviously, right? Like, I don't even, like, half of this shit just isn't, that's not a word. I mean, it looks like one, but I just start throwing down, same with this. It's not a word, just fucking shapes I started throwing down. I think Mrs. V, I should know this. One of her, small. Her and our youngest got the same tattoo, and it's a tribal art piece basically. See, I can't see that. I can't do that without my glasses, but kills me. This shit's, I mean, pretty. It'll get more detailed. You guys are seeing it upside down from what I am too. Yeah, I should find Peter Draws, and you guys just, even if you're not into this shit big time or anything, like just to watch a few minutes of one of his videos. He has some time lapse stuff, but I didn't watch all of it, but I hadn't been over there in quite a while, a year or better. He has so I watched like he had like a 3.5 hour stream of him drawing, and it was like he came in halfway through the piece, but he's doing like full, basically 12 by or 11 and a half, standard size paper, if not bigger. Oh, and he was doing some pencil. He's a fucking badass artist. He's just loved it and started doing his doodles on. Just started doing his doodles on YouTube, and I think all of a sudden his shit took off. Like he started getting folks wanting to do artwork for him, like probably like marketing folks or whatever. And he ended up going to art school, which I just found out he didn't finish, but I'm sure it's not because he's not capable. The dude's awesome. But just like me, he started out doing pen and ink, and that's what he loves to do. But he paints and does all kinds of fucking shit. See, I was influenced by, well, the dude that taught me how to draw is basically 4 or 5 years older than me. His mom was my sixth grade school teacher. And he was influenced by Rick Griffin. And he ended up giving me I've shared this story before, gave me one of Rick Griffin's books with a lot of his art. And so just naturally, that's kind of what I got. I loved hippie shit anyways. But Peter Draws does a lot. He does a lot of hippie shit. But man, he just fucking, his detail is intense. But you get down to it, and he's just making, and I'm not, obviously not knocking him. He's just making lines and fucking shapes. And the shit is amazing, but you have to keep at it. Like you can't just quick do a drawing. You have to like add so much of that crap and like I'm doing and fill it in, And eventually it gets to be a really crazy fucking picture. And you just start seeing shit in it anyways, whether it was intentional or not by him, right? See, you pull back and it just looks so fucking neat. All right, I better be careful. I don't want to get on Peter Draw's bad side. he's such a fucking laid back, funny cat. I would love just to fucking do that. If I could get fucking Sharpie to start sending me pens, would be cool. Yeah, he's a badass. And he's a great talker too. He doesn't stop. Yep, 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 yep. About coffee, and that was his big thing when I started watching him. he would purposely just like, so my cup, tell us about his cup of coffee that morning. He almost has a Stephen Wright feel to him. It's very therapeutic, obviously, or meditative, but except for my eyes going in and out of focus pisses me off. I probably have some major issue. Maybe ultimately these reading classes aren't strong enough anymore. I don't know how you know. Like, 'cause it just depends on how close I am to what I'm trying to read, draw. My fucking music keeps getting interrupted by ads, though. Definitely gonna be doing some pencil sketch doodles streams too, because as much as I love pen and ink, pencil is more forgiving when you have an eraser or several. Enroll today. this is some sort of an instrumental of cover. So I can't think of the tune though. Am I staying in the frame? Barely. I keep fucking moving over, don't I? I'm just thrilled that I've figured out how to connect my phone to my streaming software. Woo! I should have another piece. I might smear it anyway. I should have another piece of paper under my hand. Oh, seriously, my eyes are fucking fried. Mm-hmm. This is probably going to be a mistake. Because this big old bastard likes to bleed. But that's a lot of shit to film. That's not what I want. All right, you guys, I got to do a BRB. I will be right back. That's the view I'm getting right there normally. Not that there's any upside down, sideways. I already forgot what I said, Laura. Laura says a wish list for TV2. That piece of marker art I sent you as from a dude. I just seen that again the other day going through boxes. I used to watch while he drew. The one you made with your LMTV? God, this music's good. All right. I gotta find a be right back sign, don't I? I need a be right back sign. All right, I'll be right back. Look at those nose piece. That's how fucked up my nose is. I gotta have them all bent, all weird to fit my fucking schnoz. Alright, see that's... This isn't really what I had in mind for this, but I mean, nothing is planned out. I start seeing stuff as I'm going. I'm afraid I just disappeared some of the contrast, but that's alright. So be careful with this fucking marker. Detail that with the pen. Otherwise, I'll end up bleeding into my circles. I absolutely imperfect circles. Yeah, you can't. I was gonna say you guys probably can't see those really light spots on the camera, but you can. This phone camera is about 10 times better than the old webcam, too, that's for sure. That one's a little squirrely. Alright, suppose that works. That's it. I'm going to get some well ink. So I have a finer tip. Yeah, that's why I listen to this shit. Stuff is groovy. Some of the tunes are just fucking stupid good. This fucking guitar riff.
Om jag lyssnar kanske jag förstår. Jag vill stoppa tiden. Samtidigt se dig växa.
Alright, see, I don't know why my camera's doing that all of a sudden. Gets all fucking sketchy on me. Man, this is good shit. I think I've been in the mood for some music anyways for a while. Sorry, I don't know, probably it's gonna be I'm gonna have to fucking put some guidelines down on my desk or something so I don't fucking get out of the camera frame. Ed, what's up, brother? Cheers to you. Nothing, fucking sitting here wasting time. I'm starting to get a kinky neck, though. So anyway, the economy's so bad that Jim was trying to get me to draw counterfeit $100 bills by drawing them earlier. Crazy, right? I told him I'd work on it. I bet I have ink all over the side of my hand. I don't know, I'm still not feeling this one. I don't know what else to do to it. Fucking burn it. Use it to start the next fire. This pen is running out of ink. can be nice for shading. Oh, my back. Oh, now it's getting there, maybe. I was not feeling as too much fucking empty space there. It was too clean. I shouldn't have been taking my glasses off. All right, thanks for hanging out, folks. This has been fun. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all soon, though, for sure. Be good. TV2 out.